Welcome to Vital Life Stories, where we explore the deepest corners of the human mind and the journey toward inner peace. Meet Arun, a young man of 24, who appears calm on the outside, but carries a violent storm within his mind. His thoughts never stop racing, creating a chaotic whirlwind that pulls him away from the beauty of the world around him. He spends his nights replaying conversations from years ago, wondering if he said the wrong thing or made a foolish mistake. When he is not dwelling on the past, his mind jumps to the future, creating terrified scenarios about illness and failure. This constant mental time travel leaves him exhausted, with a heavy chest and a mind that feels like a crowded room. He sits down to eat a delicious meal, but he tastes nothing, his mind completely lost in worries about tomorrow's problems. Even when surrounded by laughing friends, Arun feels isolated, trapped inside a glass wall of his own anxious and racing thoughts. It feels like a dark storm cloud follows him everywhere, casting a long shadow over moments that should be filled with joy. Sleep becomes a battleground, where silence only amplifies the noise in his head, making true rest impossible to ever truly achieve. Desperate for relief from this mental prison, Arun decides to leave the noisy city and seek silence in the distant mountains. He climbs the steep path, his breath heavy, hoping that the physical exertion will somehow silence the endless chatter within him. At the summit, amidst the swirling mist and ancient trees, he finds a small temple where an old Zen master resides. The master sits in perfect stillness, a stark contrast to the chaotic energy that Arun has been carrying for so long. Arun pours out his heart, designing how he is haunted by yesterday's mistakes and terrified of what tomorrow might bring him. The old master listens patiently, nodding slowly, looking at Arun with eyes that hold the depth and calm of a deep ocean. The master speaks softly, telling Arun that peace cannot be found in the past, because that time has gone forever now. He explains that peace is also not found in the future, for that is a place of imagination that doesn't exist yet. Arun realizes he has been living in two places that do not exist, completely missing the only reality that actually matters. The master points to a falling leaf and asks Arun to simply watch it, without judging or analyzing the moment at all. He teaches Arun to focus on his breath, the anchor that holds the wandering mind to the safety of the present. For the first time in years, Arun feels the cool mountain air filling his lungs and truly notices the sensation within. He feels the warmth of the sunlight touching his skin, a sensation he had ignored while trapped in his dark thoughts. He hears the distant song of a bird, not as background noise, but as a beautiful melody happening right here and now. The storm in his mind begins to settle, replaced by a quiet clarity that feels like the surface of a still lake. Arun practices this new awareness, learning that when his mind wanders back to the past, he must gently bring it back. Descending the mountain, Arun returns to the city, but he carries the mountain's silence within his heart, shielding him from chaos. Back at work, instead of multitasking in panic, he focuses on one task at a time, giving it his full attention. When he eats, he tastes the texture and flavor of the food, grateful for the nourishment provided in that specific moment. With his friends, he listens deeply to their words, offering his true presence instead of being lost in his own head. The anxiety that once controlled him loses its power, fading away like mist when the morning sun rises high in the sky. He accepts that he cannot change yesterday and cannot control tomorrow, finding liberation in the freedom of this very specific moment. The storm has passed, not because the world changed, but because Arun learned to stop creating the wind and the thunder. True peace is not a destination you reach in the future. It is a way of traveling through life right now. Arun stands by a window, watching the city lights, finally at home within himself, breathing in the gift of the present. Stop running from yourself and embrace the here and now, for it is the only place where life truly exists. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Subscribe for more journeys into the soul. May you find peace in this moment.